You so much, Patrick. And again, I am honored and very humbled to receive the Civic Influencer of the Year Power Award from an organization who believed in me since 2019. Good evening, stakeholders, policymakers, fellow civic influencers, and most importantly, the National Civic Influencers team. I am Aigne Taylor, a May 2022 graduate of North Carolina A&T State University, where again, I studied both political science and sociology. My journey to student activism and voting rights began very soon as I embarked my sophomore year. A year that I knew was going to be full, a year I knew that was going to be full of memories, all A's, and immense change. In fall 2019, I was flabbergasted when I found out that my historically Black campus was gerrymandered, which also happens to be one of the largest voting blocks across North Carolina. The gerrymandering also meant that we lacked an on-campus voting site. And if you're aware of the importance of early voting, then you know, like I know now, that this was a huge disadvantage for my campus and also a ton of first-time voters. Now, at this time, I was very new to the topic of voter suppression and really understanding the long journey to obtain voting rights for people who looked like me. But I knew something wasn't right. Filled with sudden rage and anguish upon receiving the news, I knew our fight had just begun. A petition was created by a fellow student organizer, Cole Riley, in partnership with Color of Change to bring immediate attention to the injustice our campus was facing. Within 24 hours, at least 1,000 students had signed the petition and committed to joining our fight. From this, we began attending Board of Election meetings often, which seemed like weekly to me, which took place at the local Guilford County Courthouse. Now, as a small town girl and someone who knew at such an early age she would bring about change, this was very huge to me. We spoke, we united, we advocated, and we won. None of this was easy, and a lot of meetings felt like beating a dead bush. Excuse me. However, I will never forget finding out the news about us receiving an on-campus polling site. I was excited, but driven to do so much more. As I close, I hope to inspire all of you by no longer accepting the things you cannot change, but changing the things you can no longer accept. Angela Davis. Again, thank you so much to the Civic Influencers team for granting me this opportunity to amplify my work and provide me with ample resources to serve as